ready. Man.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
On first down, Stein. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for
after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off play action. Stein. Looking right 4 yards. It's a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Bad trim.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. Able to power through. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And that's out quickly to Chase. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let him fly, but he falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Intercepted by the Raiders. They'll take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
You look at this Raiders defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Stroud's throw taken in by Miller.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ready? Set, tempo, set, let's go! Ready, ready?
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Here's Stroud.
He's able to find Miller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33.
Stroud to throw it.
He finds his man complete. It's Briggs.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Texans had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road, but now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Stroud looking to throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Briggs. It'll be a gain of 5, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard. Result had he opted for the touchback.
Let's go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
18 Rattler.
Off the play fake. Stein. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First down, Raiders.
Go check.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
60 Bobcat. Check Matt. Trap 50. Hurt. 7 Pirates. Cut 19.
Looking to throw. Stein. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. 34 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 8.
Texans 6.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Mustang 19, Riggs.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 6.
19 tight. Panther 11.
Back to throw. Stein.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Jamar Chase.
Career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Texans 6.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport, they say they
intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Warriors 17. Hurry.
Off play action. Stein. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
60 Maverick.
To throw on second down. Stein. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
Looking to throw. Stein. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
a handoff out of the gun.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need...
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's got some space here. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Texans 6.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jacorian Bennett has it, and the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Stein, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A big play there. 72 yards.
And the Raiders have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Texans 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that era there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
19 tight, 19 tight. Hey, smash. Hustle.
Back to throw. Stein. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 28 yards.
And the Raiders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Come on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
He's on his way. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Raiders have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable.
A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18. Go.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sideline.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
79 Broncos.
On 3rd down, Stein, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, good move. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
And Stroud now to throw.
Got a man complete to Miller. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
18 Radley. Cowboy 80.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Go.
Now Stroud. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
3rd and goal, Stroud. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series to be leading by this much with so much time.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 78 yards.
And the Raiders continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Come on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Devontae Smith,
46 yards.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this.
And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
2nd and 6.
The Raiders 14-yard line.
Dragon 60. Mustang 19.
Throwing now is Stroud.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And now here's another interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stein. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards.
And the Raiders extend their lead yet again.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Shut up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD.
And my goodness, another interception.
Jacorian Bennett has it, and the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there, and gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't, and also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys, but being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
19 Lions. Rig alert. Rig alert. Ready.
Off the play fake. Stein.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown Raiders.
Jamar Chase.
66 yards.
And the Raiders just continue to roll. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always goes back to get them stopped.
Now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans are able to at least get one score back. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stein. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Here we go. Start. Check it. Check it. Check go.
And they take a knee.
Let's go. Ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Las Vegas,
they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.